Don't forget to subscribe. After it was announced that David Korenwet and Rachel Brosnahan had been cast for the role of Superman and Lois Lane, interviews surfaced again in which the two were discussing the characters. Warner Bros. and DC announced yesterday that David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan will star as Clark and Lois in the new Superman Legacy movie. David is best known for his work on The Politician, Hollywood and Pearl. Meanwhile, Rachel just wrapped up her Emmy-winning role as Midge Maisel in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. David and Rachel's casting follows DC Studios' restructuring, hiring James Gunn and Peter Safran as heads of film, television, and animation as the studio seeks to reshape the DC cinematic universe was done. Notably, this change led to DC basically looking to start over with their movies, and with that came the need to cast new actors for some iconic roles, like Superman, with Gunn reportedly wanting to find a younger actor in the lead role for Superman Legacy. Henry Cavill and Amy Adams will not be reprising their roles after starring as the iconic couple since Man of Steel in 2013. So enter David and Rachel, who will assume the roles in Superman Legacy, which will be written by James. After news broke of the casting, James tweeted, "They are not only both incredible actors, but also wonderful people." And now that David and Rachel are officially going to play Clark and Lois, old interviews of the duo talking about loving these characters have resurfaced online. First, way back in 2019, Entertainment Weekly asked David about people comparing him to Henry Cavill. "I mean, they really do look similar." This led to David sharing that his dream role would be to play Clark Kent or Superman. "My pie-in-the-sky ambition is definitely to play Superman," he said. "I would love to see somebody do an upbeat, throwback take on Superman." He continued, "I love the Henry Cavill dark and gritty take, but I would love to see the next one be very bright and optimistic." David's thoughts on Superman actually go hand in hand with Gunn and Safran's vision for Superman Legacy, with Safran describing the movie, saying, "It's not an origin story. It focuses on Superman balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way. He is kindness in a world that thinks that kindness is old-fashioned." Also, a lot of fans have pointed out how David already gives off Clark Kent Tom Welling from Smallville vibes. Meanwhile, a recent interview with Rachel has resurfaced, in which she opened up about rumors surrounding Lois Lane's casting and how much she loves him. "It's going to be extraordinary," Rachel said while promoting the final season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on The View. She continued, "I grew up with Lois Lane. This incredibly talented journalist is no damsel in distress, and if the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to take it." We can't wait to see David and Rachel's versions of these iconic characters when Superman Legacy hits theaters. Personally, I love the idea of going back to a less evil Superman and Lois Lane.